Alright, so moving on with the modifier panel in AutoCAD, let's talk about the array command. So in array, we have three different kinds of array. So let's start with the rectangular array. Alright, before that, before going to rectangular array, let's quickly design a chair for our dining table. So for that, I'll quickly draw a table using polyline, and I will use my snap to drawing grid, and my drawing grid both are on. So I'll just quickly roughly sketch my chair. Right, enter, take a line, take a line, and then zoom in a bit. You can switch off the grid now. So let's say 1 inches, and then up to here. Right click, enter. So alright, this is the chair that we want. And now what we can do is we can go for rectangular pattern. So let's go to modify panel, array, rectangular array, and as soon as you select it, it will ask you to select your objects. So I will select this one and this one, and then press enter. So by default you will be getting 4 column and 3 row rectangular array. Right, now you can see there are different options. We have column spacing, row spacing, and then the total column distance. We can change our column from here. So let's say 3 columns and 2 rows. Right, so we have changed the columns and rows, and you can see there is an associative uh, relation between my chairs. What does that mean is if I close my array and if I come to select any of my chairs, all of the chairs will be selected. See, if I select any one, all will be highlighted. That's the associative relation. Now to switch it off, what we can do is we can select the chairs like this, and then come to home tab and go for explode. After this, you can select your chairs individually, and we can place it to our dining space. So let's quickly move it. So let's say I want to move it from here to here. Right, now we can repeat this for all the other chairs, or we can simply mirror that chair to this direction and the other direction. So let's not talk about that. Let's focus on the other array command, that is path array. So for path array, let's quickly draw a spline. So I'll take a spline, and let's say I'll enter a spline like this. And right now if I go to my path array, it will again ask you to select your object. So I'll select it, press enter, and it will say select path curve. So I'll select my curve. Right, so before doing that, what you can do is you can pretty much move your object. So select it, move your object to your end of the curve like this, and then when we go for path array, I select it, my objects, press enter, select my path curve, and yeah, you can see how the object is going along with the path. Right, you can pretty much go for align items. If you want to change it, you can go for that. You can change the Z direction, and just like the rectangular array, it's also associative. So that means once I close the array, everything will be grouped. So again, you have to use the explode command to uh, make it individual objects, right? So that was our path array. Let's focus on polar array. So for polar array, let's say we have a line which is going like this. All right. So let's move on to polar array. It says select object, so I will select it, press enter, specify the center point. So let's set this, and yeah, you get 6 items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can change the rotation of these items from there. See, there will be no rotation if you uncheck rotate items, but if you check it, the rotation will be according to the center. Also, you can increase, let's say go for 10. So we can go for more, let's say go for 15. You can see how the increase in number is adjusted accordingly, right? So that's it with the polar array. I hope you understand all these different arrays and make it use in your design and drafting. All right. So if you have any doubts with this one, feel free to comment down below and like this video. Also subscribe if you are watching this. Thanks. Peace out.